No, it was not, and I will go on to actually demonstrate that. Hello there, today I wanted to answer that question in the title because I'm in a special spot, having made a video breaking down XP before, and I've been getting frustrated at how many people are using only their feelings and not a shred of testing, that's nothing new I know, to say they are confident that War XP has been nerfed with this event or with the DLC coming out on PS4. There are a few reasons to explain why you might have thought the XP was nerfed, and if you were wondering that yourself, nothing wrong with that. I'm glad I can help answer that question. Hopefully though, you were not one of the many people who were somehow 100% sure that evil Sledgehammer Games and dastardly Michael Cornbread have been secretly stealing away your XP. And I mean, I know you don't have to stretch to believe that premise, especially after the accidental triple XP thing at launch, and they have adjusted some score values before, and more recently when they launched Prop Hunt giving way too much XP, they scaled that back by a factor of like 10. So if everyone is suddenly feeling like they nerfed the War XP, it doesn't take much to believe that. I know this game is far from perfect, and I think I'm appropriately critical of the flaws it has, but it seems like these people are desperately wanting more things to complain about because as far as I can tell, there's simply no truth to this XP nerf claim. I want to make one thing clear though, all the testing I've done has been on my account. I don't think my account is special in any way, which is why I doubt the existence of this XP nerfing bug, but I have only tested my account, so if you really do believe your XP is lower, I implore you to try the methods that you see in this video, record your match XP, your score, and all your medals, add it up, and show it to me. I will have no problem being proven wrong if it is with actual evidence. Okay, I'd love to go through some of the hilarious Reddit threads I'm alluding to, but before that I should really just get the examples out of the way if that's what you came for. Some background, I did a pretty in-depth breakdown of XP gain across different game modes back in December, figuring out how match XP gets calculated in regards to score and medal XP and variant XP. Turned out to be fairly simple most of the time, just adding it all up. Some modes like Search and Destroy work differently, many of the medal values are adjusted to be worth less, but everything gets multiplied by 5 at the end, and in War it is different again. The medals are also worth less than in regular modes, like some of the cheaper medals worth 50 are cut in half to 25, and some of the bigger medals like the kill streak and multi-kill medals are cut down to a fifth because kills are not meant to be incentivized. Objective play and the larger match bonuses is what's really going to be earning you the XP in War. So that's a tiny summary. For more information, you can watch that thing. All that's important now is that it proves what XP was like back then, around mid-December, before we knew anything about this event. So to be clear, I'm showing you that I'm not observing any stealth XP nerf recently, in this event or in the past month, because that's what everyone's talking about. I don't have much information about XP changes early in the game because I wasn't tracking it. Obviously, the first couple weeks were pretty messed up, and I do know that things have been changed before. For example, planting the bomb on the Neptune Stage 3 artillery guns used to be worth 500 score and therefore 500 XP. There is video of that in the attacking guide I made in the first week, but they did change that at some point. Now it is 100 score for a plant, which seems reasonable since you can plant that thing 6 or more times, so that's fine. It's still 500 XP for defusing that bomb, and it's still 500 XP for planting on the breakout ammo supply. Anyway, people have yet to point out any kind of score change like that, so I'm going to apply the exact same method on some games I recorded last weekend after everyone was complaining about this supposed nerf. There was double XP on the new maps for PS4 to encourage people to buy it, obviously. I'm sure the same thing will happen on other platforms when the maps come out. Anyway, doing the adding up just like before. I won't spend a whole lot of time on it, but for this game, I added my score from the match with all my medals, of course not counting the medals like Defender and the building medals because those are included in the score that pops up on the screen. Finally, 36 out of my 50 kills in that match were with a 10% weapon variant, being 10% of the 40 XP per kill, so I added that 144, and guess what? You can see that works out to equal my match XP exactly like it did before. I did that for a few games, and I saw no changes. On top of that, the medal values look like they're all the same to me. Now, to be fair, I don't have a master list of all the XP values for all the medals before and all the medals now, but for the most part, I compared a bunch of common medals, and I didn't notice any change. Here are a few of them that I wrote down, so even if for some reason the efficiency medal used to be worth 50 XP in War and it's now worth 25, I doubt it, but even if that actually changed, who would care? That is clearly not what is causing these people to think their XP was nerfed. I know this video is mainly about War, but I did take a look at some other game modes as well. I've seen people make oddly specific claims, like they nerfed the medal XP by 75% recently. But I'm not seeing it. I played some TDM and all the medals looked the same. Bloodthirsty was worth 250, for example, same as before. However, I might know where that person got that. I've seen firsthand that there is some confusion with the medal XP. I know one guy who saw that an unstoppable medal was worth 1000 XP in regular modes, then saw that it was worth 250 XP in a war mode screenshot, and assumed that the medal was nerfed, but in reality, it's just worth less in war mode, and it always has been. Another way he could have gotten that was that there has been an XP goof. I wouldn't call it a nerf, it's more of a bug. In the new game mode Demolition that they have just brought back, nearly all the medals have the regular game mode values, except for the kill streak medals, which have the drastically lower war mode values, or the search and destroy values. So instead of getting 250 XP for a Bloodthirsty and 500 for a Merciless and so on, you're getting 50 and 100. I assume all the way up to getting 250 XP for the 30 plus Unstoppables, not 1000 like you're meant to in normal modes, like here's a hardpoint example. All the other demolition medals appear normal, like double kills are still 100 XP, not 50, and so on. So honestly, I would wager that is a mistake. Sledgehammer has a bit of a track record of not exactly getting everything right. My theory is that they pretty clearly built Demolition off of Search and Destroy. That's why there's dumb stuff like, you have the bomb, popping up every life. Yeah, I know I have the bomb. Everybody has the bomb all the time. It's Demolition. And there are phantom dropped bombs sometimes, and you have to defuse the bomb in the same location where it was planted, like an S&D. Traditionally in Demolition, you can defuse it anywhere on the bomb crate. So I bet the kill streak medal values got mixed up in that copying. I highly doubt this is some evil XP stealing scheme. They have nothing to gain from that. It's not like they're even trying to hide it. I always see the comment, oh, XP is lower, so you have to buy supply drops for the XP boosters. Dude, I've done the math on that too. You'd have to drop like $500 for 1 hour of double XP, aka 4 hours of 25%. There's a free double XP like every other week, and supply drops are very easy to earn. Lower XP numbers isn't how they're selling supply drops. It doesn't add up. So hopefully those examples provided some insight. That's what I think is going on with the XP nerf, or lack thereof. Based on doing this exact same War XP breakdown in December and now, I do not believe anything has changed. If you have some evidence to the contrary, by all means let me know. Feelings are not evidence though. So now I'd like to take a look at a couple more reasons explaining why people might feel like there was an XP nerf, because it's clearly a widespread belief, combined with the fact that I'm sure some people enjoy piling on the hate train. But another reason you might feel something is off has to do with the double XP. It seems like every time double XP comes around, the complaints go crazy again about it not being true double XP. Obviously nobody has any trust because of the crap at launch. It is true that arguably playing War under double XP is a bad idea. Something like Hardpoint might be a better option because, as we know, only your match XP is doubled. Your challenges are left alone, obviously. I think that's good. Otherwise, you'd have to nearly complete all your challenges and save them up for double XP. That would be annoying. But your match bonus not being doubled is a bit more odd. If you want to complain about that, by all means, go ahead. If you think that's unfair and that should be changed so that it's included in double XP, then complain about that. But just know it has always been like that. That wasn't a recent change. Anyway, this is a bigger deal for some modes and less of a big deal for others. First of all, it's a bigger deal for War because of the War match bonus being bigger, as we've covered. For a regular mode, you get 1,000 for losing and 2,000 for winning. In War, it's 1,500 for losing each round and 3,000 for a win. So if you steamroll through both attacking and defending, you might only have around 5,000 score, add on your medal XP to get around 6,000 match XP, while your match bonus is 6,002. And that doesn't get doubled. So in that scenario, if you're getting 12,000 XP normally, most people who see that expect that when they're playing in double XP, they should be seeing something around 24,000 XP. But because only half of it is doubled, you get around 18,000 XP, which makes people think, what the hell, that doesn't feel like double XP. There must have been some kind of nerf. So maybe don't play War in double XP. In something like Hardpoint, you'll maybe end up with 10,000 score and 2,000 as your match bonus for winning, still for 12,000 XP normally, but that would be 22,000 in double XP. So that's something to think about. There are other modes where the same logic applies. In something quick like TDM, let's say you get 15 kills in a TDM game and you win. After the medals, you'll probably end up with around 2,000 match XP and a 2,000 match bonus for winning. When you see 4,000 XP normally and 6,000 under double XP, you might feel like something is off. But that wasn't a nerf, that's just how the game works. And when you add challenges into the mix, of which there are many in this game, that can certainly make it feel like there is no double XP at all. Now there is another smaller reason people may be feeling lower XP recently, and that's because of the map itself they've been playing on for the double XP on PS4, Operation Intercept. It's not the worst for XP ever like some people think. Your XP number might look lower, but each round probably ended in 5 to 8 minutes, whereas you might average around 9 to 10 on a different map. Breaking down the actual objectives of the map, attacking is pretty good. Stage 1 is quick, and you get 250 XP for opening the doors and for each hostage rescue. If you get a few of those, you're doing good. The radio section isn't anything crazy, but 35 for each of those tiny things. Each one is like almost a kill, except without potential medals, so almost like half kills. Not bad for how easy a lot of them are. Then in the tank section, make use of that tank. You get the plus 75 for getting kills near it, but if you're actually using the gun, you get 75 score instead of 40 for a regular kill as the tank gunner, and then plus the 75 again for the defender, so nearly quad XP for being a tank gunner. And I find in this beginning section, just because of how the map is laid out, almost every time I get some huge tank feed here. These are not cherry-picked super special clips. That happens all the time. Give it a try. Anyway, attacking often gets me around 5,000 score, and it goes quickly, which is good. This is where it gets bad. Defending is definitely the worst XP of any war map for a very obvious reason: the lack of defender medals. You can get some initial XP for building up a couple walls or mounted guns in the beginning, but then your kills will not be worth much because there's no way to get those valuable defender medals. The plus 75 that makes your kills triple in value, they don't seem to exist. Kills inside the A and B buildings give you nothing. Even kills on attackers standing right next to the hostages give you nothing. And I don't have a clip of shooting someone mid-rescue because that's a really rare situation, so I guess who cares even if you do get a defender for that? Compare that to Neptune. Every kill you get on those stage 1 mounted guns counts as a defender kill because you're standing in the bunker capture zone, which is defined as some kind of domination capture area. If you've ever had a daily order or something to capture dom flags, you'll notice that capturing a bunker or capturing the breakout command post will count towards that order. Same thing for capturing flags in CTF. You can complete that by delivering fuel on Griffin. Anyway, no defender medals for that part of the map. Then on to the second part, same thing. Even though that defender icon is kind of on your screen when you're standing in the radio rooms, kills shooting outside give nothing, and even kills on people actively shooting at the radios gives nothing. Not to mention that repairing the big radios, crucial to defender strategy, also gives no XP for some reason. So even if you spend 5 to 7 minutes on defending those first two objectives, you might only have 1,000 score by the time you get to the tank section. Now, the tank ending is pretty good for XP. You'll finally be getting those defender bonuses shooting at people around the tank, and if you abuse the mounted guns at the end, you can be getting that awesome MG Gunner quad XP. Definitely make use of them. They're great for defending strategy as well. So you can see how most of defending really sucks. Combined with the map being pretty quick, XP numbers will generally be lower on this map. This game might be the most defending score I've ever gotten on Intercept because I got lots of kills on the mounted guns at the end. So that map, combined with the double XP thing being much more widespread across all modes, combined with the Demolition Medal bug, combined with people confused about medal values in different modes, combined with the fact that people have loved to complain about XP ever since the triple XP launch fail, and you end up with everyone confirming their own biases like this. Just because something is 97% upvoted with everyone using definitely in the comments doesn't mean it actually holds water. So now, I'd love to have some fun and show off some of these Reddit threads that inspired this video. If I'm making fun of people, I'll anonymize them, but I'll leave in the names of the unsung heroes of logic and reason. And if you think I'm making the video longer for that crispy YouTube money, I put forward the motion that you should go play in traffic. The 10-minute video thing doesn't mean magically more money, it just allows you to place mid-roll ads. And I have never placed a mid-roll ad. I just want to have fun yelling about Reddit comments. Can I do that in peace, please? The biggest thread about this was the one that just got a sledgehammer response. This was the 97% upvoted one, someone feeling that their XP was not truly double XP, go figure, and all the comments fall right in line. Something has happened with War XP, definitely lower after the patch. So the post is 12 days old, but Sledgehammer actually commented on it yesterday. Thanks for reaching out, we'll look into it. And that's the right thing to say when this many people feel something. They shouldn't say, nah, you're liars. They should at least say they're looking into it. And they have far more data and resources than me. Maybe they can find that there actually is an issue for some people and fix it. If this video is flat out wrong, I'll take it down and issue a correction update. There was a separate response from them as well about reading all the reports about it, and they said they would investigate. But the amount of people in this thread confident something has changed without offering any actual evidence, man, I can't go through them all. but they have definitely done something. They nerfed the XP when they nerfed prop hunt. Something is clearly wrong with the war XP still. I said the same thing when it was double XP last time. Yeah, I really think it's the match bonus not being doubled, and to a lesser extent challenges, mostly people just not paying attention to the breakdown. And then of course anybody who says, I'm pretty sure it's fine, gets downvoted. Then that Sledgehammer response in that thread was quoted by a subreddit mod, letting everyone know that they are aware of the war XP being reportedly lower than usual, implying it may be a bug. Well, they certainly didn't confirm it was a thing. They're just saying that, yeah, if it does exist, it is a bug. We're not doing this on purpose. I said it before. I said it on Twitter as well. What they said was just good PR. Of course, they would look into something when this many people feel it. And as I said at the beginning, I don't want to rule out that there could be a bug affecting some people and not everybody, which is why I'm not seeing it. Again, record some evidence like I did. Please prove me wrong. But as of now, this thread is just another mess of, but remember, nothing has changed. It's on your mind. Yeah, well, maybe it actually is, dude. And then Funny Reply Man gets downvotes for his very accurate parody of what everybody is saying to attempt to back up their claims. And of course, the guy who says, I never noticed a difference, downvotes for you for some reason. Another big thread a few days later, 95% upvoted. Can we not ignore the fact that Sledgehammer keeps decreasing the amount of XP you get per game? Turns out when I went back to look for it, it actually got removed. The post was basically just a continuation of the title. I don't know if a mod removed it or if he realized he might have been wrong, or maybe Condry kidnapped this dude's family and blackmailed him to delete the slanderous claims. Anyway, it's gone now, but clearly everyone was on board, and the comments, my god. After about 1,400 games in war, the XP has definitely been fucked with. Can vouch. Been messed with a ton. It's getting ridiculous, really. How can I go from getting 18 to 25k?
I'm done with CoD.
They keep removing it. Stop. That's enough. And hey, if you arrive at the conclusion that you're done with Call of Duty, that's fine, up to you. But clearly, it just goes to show this is people jumping on board with any reason to hate the game, as usual. Come on, at least pick a valid reason. I was looking for the reasonable comments. Surely there must be some. Oh, surprise, surprise, they were all downvoted into oblivion at the bottom. What was your score? How many kills did you get? You know, provide some actual qualitative anything. Nope, downvoted. Lol, you are clearly oblivious to the amount of XP you are getting. It has been clearly nerfed. Another poor soul downvoted for daring to disagree. They aren't secretly reducing XP, that's just ridiculous. When they nerfed prop hunt, they nerfed war for sure, no doubt. This guy has no doubt at all. Incredible, really. To be fair, the people saying they don't think there was any nerf aren't providing any evidence either, but the burden of proof is on the people making these claims that there was a stealth nerf. Otherwise, it should be assumed that it didn't happen. This is just conspiracy garbage. And this was not the only thread, there were many of them. Most of the threads were reasonable, but the comments were the problem. Look here, a reasonable post, just a guy asking, hey, did XP go down with the prop hunt nerf? Kinda feels like it. But of course, in the replies, yeah, before I got 20 to 30k, now I get 21k, even with double XP. That sounds like you played one game as your sample size. And people reassure him, yeah, I'm pretty sure they nuked XP all around after they adjusted prop hunt. Meanwhile, there's a comment talking about actual proof and numbers. Downvoted, no replies. Here's a good post, nothing wrong here. A guy actually submitting more numbers at least, even lists out the medals he got, but didn't add up the XP unfortunately. This is more so just commenting on maybe Intercept XP being bad, which is at least half true as we went over. But he also wonders, has war XP gone down? And oh boy, the comments. Yes, it has gotten worse. All XP has been nerfed ever since they fixed prop hunt. I don't care what anyone says, they have nerfed the fuck out of it. Well, I'm glad you're willing to listen to reason. Yeah, it's definitely lower than normal. War is all I play, and yesterday I got 8k XP from a 10-minute game. Whoa, sounds like you suck. Yeah, I definitely noticed the decrease in XP. And RIP OP being turned to the dark side. I couldn't agree more. I have 6 days in war mode alone, so it was easy to see the XP drop immediately when it changed. It's 100% changed. BS. And of course, looking at the bottom of this thread, I don't think it got worse. Downvoted. Okay, only a couple more of these, it's a lot of fun. Here's a totally reasonable thread. This guy has heard the speculation about reduced war XP, but he wants proof. Good for this guy. So, can anyone confirm? Let's check the comments. Confirmed. That's it. Confirmed. I don't know why I made this video. The XP was nerfed. Confirmed by this guy. Can't argue with that. Yeah, I'm sorry for all this misinformation I've just brainwashed you with. That guy confirmed that the nerf happened, so I guess it did. In the beginning, war was dishing out 20 to 30k. After that, there was an XP nerf. Now I get 14 to 20k. I play nothing but war, so it's very obvious to tell it was nerfed. agree with you. I've raised my score per minute, but now XP is slower than anything. I love this one. None of us can confirm, unless one of us can perfectly duplicate the number of kills, assists, defense, builds, challenges completed, match bonus, and player XP boosts of a previously played war game before the patch that you recorded all these stats for in the first place, which is practically impossible. We literally can't confirm anything. All we have is speculation. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to brag, but am I the achiever of the practically impossible because I recorded a couple games? And you don't need to account for all those variables, all you need to know is how match XP is calculated, and that doesn't appear to have changed. I guess I can't confirm anything, all I can do is offer evidence, but that is better than blind speculation, so that is not all we have, good sir. I actually found one opposing comment that was not downvoted here. From launch, they had the XP too high, so they took it down. I don't think it's been nerfed since then. Yeah, I agree with that. And then at the bottom, in the negative, nothing's changed, just recency bias, it's all the same. 100% not the same, I have over 1,000 games in war, it's definitely slightly nerfed. 100% and definitely are very popular with these people who are going off feelings and not proof. Okay, last one, actually a good thread that, you guessed it, got downvoted into oblivion. The war XP nerf isn't real. It's all in your head because of double XP. Yep, I think that is the biggest reason. Now, good old comments time. I'm going to disagree with you on that one. My scores have remained stagnant, my XP has not. Then OP is very correct in saying everything can be added up. Just add up your points and you'll see it's the same. Most people can't demonstrate the difference since most people don't take constant screenshots of their XP. Ooh, this guy. Look at me, this guy right here. Excellent chain right here as well. A couple of my favorite comments. I've yet to see someone bring legit stats. Well, hopefully I have done that now for you. Yeah, I wish that was possible, but the 10 seconds after a match isn't enough, so eat turds and go write another essay. And last comment right here. I swear, not my alt account. Step 1, make erroneous definitive comments about XP being nerfed without any research whatsoever. 2, give an exact way to double check if it's true, which it's not. 3, too lazy to check. 4, we'll continue to make erroneous definitive comments about XP nerf. Top quality comment, you get the gold medal, Metskid22. Alright, enough of justifying the existence of this video by being a douchebag about Reddit comments. Now maybe you can see why I felt like making it. Probably won't be the most popular thing because I spent most of it being an asshole, and there are some people who will adamantly stick to their feelings in the face of evidence. There's no shame in having felt something that turns out to be false. Just like if this video turns out to be false, I'll correct myself. Anyway, obviously I made this video way longer than it realistically had to be, but I had fun with it. Hopefully not only can you now be confident there was no huge XP nerf, but also maybe I've gotten a couple people to think about feelings and conspiracies versus good old evidence. Thanks for watching, I'll catch you next time.